Valley News Live at 10.
A junior high school student is recovering at home tonight after suffering a concussion during a major fight at school.
School officials, along with Moorhead Police, are investigating the fight involving 4 students in a bathroom at Horizon East Middle School. Valley News Team's Alexandra Kay has the latest.
This has been the second fight that's broken out in the halls of Horizon Middle School in the last week alone.
So I need to know what are they taking action to do at the school to prevent this, because something is going on. These kids are just out of control.
One Horizon mom who didn't want to go on camera says it's become a problem and is worried about the fights escalating.
You don't know how bad it's going to escalate. Like, you don't know if it's going to cause some sort of, not to be scary, but like a school shooting.
Students say these fights happen somewhat frequently, at least one every 2 weeks. The fights are also being recorded and posted on social media. On Instagram accounts like this one, titled Horizon Fights, where the latest video was posted just before 7 p.m. on Wednesday. We can't show you the contents of the videos due to copyright, but the videos show students fighting inside and outside the school while other students look on. The videos on this account have been seen over 600 times, and the comments ask to post more. Moorhead Schools released a statement saying their goal is to create and maintain campuses that are safe for all students and staff, adding their goal for campus safety involves disciplinary sanctions when student behavior falls below their standards. In Moorhead, Alexandra Kay, Valley News Live.
To read the full statement from Moorhead Public Schools, go to our app and click on this story.
We're awaiting an update tonight from Moorhead Police after a man said he was robbed at gunpoint. The call came in around 2 this afternoon from the 1600 block of 17th Street South. A witness says his friend was approached by another man with a gun and told to get out of the car. Authorities say no one has been arrested, but there's no threat to the public.
A Grand Forks woman says she's being forced out of her apartment despite paying several months' rent in advance. Jennifer Bedard was given a notice on January 28th to leave in 30 days from the Columbia Manor Apartments. Bedard provided us with her rental history, showing she has paid her rent on time, including the upcoming months of March and April. Building management says she was on a month-to-month lease and she never paid for February, but documents show she did in fact pay.
They've never offered me to re-sign my lease, or I gladly would have. Like I said, I love my home and I don't want to move.
According to North Dakota law, a month-to-month lease is renewed each time the tenant pays rent. Bedard is getting help from the High Plains Fair Housing Center in Grand Forks to resolve this issue.
The coronavirus continues to spread with a case confirmed today in Wisconsin. It's the 12th case in the United States, the first in the state of Wisconsin.
Valley News Team's Kitty Opperly talked to experts locally who say they're treating a milder strain of coronavirus here.
Doctors say people in the United States are much more likely to get sick from the cold or flu rather than the coronavirus. Dr. Tony Hamilton says there is coronavirus in the valley. However, it's not the novel coronavirus strand.
We even have coronavirus here, but it's not the strain that we're talking about in the press right now. It's a mild strain. You get runny nose, sore throat, cough, and it goes away.
Coronaviruses are a group of viruses that can cause a range of symptoms, including a runny nose, cough, sore throat, and fever. Some are mild, such as a common cold, while others are more severe, like pneumonia. The CDC says there are 7 coronaviruses that can infect people. The 2019 novel coronavirus is the new virus identified by Chinese officials.
Coronavirus is a problem, and a large portion of the people in other countries that are getting coronavirus are getting very ill. But as we saw with Ebola, which was another scare, when people got to the United States, they got over it, because we put them in and we had medicine and we had fluids and we had supportive care.
Dr. Hamilton says while it might all seem scary, stay aware, follow good health practices, and realize there is a low risk in the metro. In Fargo, Katie Opperly, Valley News Live.
The CDC says one of the simplest prevention measures a person can take against the coronavirus is proper hand washing. Household disinfectants are also effective.
There's still time to protect the privacy of Minnesotans who vote in the Super Tuesday presidential primary. That's on March 3rd. Under current law, the state must provide the names and party preference of primary voters to the major parties. A new bill would tightly restrict that data. Supporters want to press that bill quickly because they're hearing from voters who are reluctant to participate if their party preferences will be shared.
Airports can be stressful, so when travelers get past security, they're often looking for ways to relax. There's a push to allow travelers to get an early morning drink at Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. Businesses want to be able to serve alcohol earlier than 6 a.m. The Metropolitan Airports Commission wants to change the law this legislative session, meaning drinks could start pouring as early as 4 a.m.
Makes sense. There's a lot of people in the airports going on vacation. You know, they're heading off to somewhere south, Caribbean, Mexico. And that's kind of part of their vacation is they want to get started.
About 10% of MSP flights board before 6 a.m. That's about 5,000 people departing. It's estimated that the move would add thousands of dollars in revenue every day.
Big jackpots led to a 12% increase in lottery ticket sales in North Dakota last year, and the second highest in state history. The state lottery director says gamblers wagered over $35.3 million on lottery games last year. Now that's down from a record $35.7 million in 2016. As far as winnings, North Dakota players took home a little over $14 million in prizes. That's up from $9 million the previous year.
Actor Kirk Douglas has died at the age of 103. The legendary actor starred in dozens of films in a career that spanned nearly 70 years. His son, actor Michael Douglas, posted about his father on social media, saying Kirk's life was well lived and he leaves behind a legacy in film that will endure for generations to come. Douglas was nominated for an Oscar 3 times for Champion, The Bad and the Beautiful, and Lust for Life. He treasured the honorary Oscar he won in 1996 for Lifetime Achievement.
How's your outlook these days? Some people are negatively impacted by seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. Symptoms often mimic those of depression, including changes in eating or sleeping habits, increase in irritability or moodiness, and a lack of interest in activities you once enjoyed. While anyone is susceptible to SAD, it's more frequent in people with a family history of depression or already diagnosed. If you start to notice that these symptoms are playing a role in your life, they say it's important to seek help.
Valley News Live 10 at 10 continues with No Wait Weather.
All right, well, temperatures right now not too bad, but we're going to see a little dip as we head toward the latter portion of our work week. Not as cold as they are in Gillem right now, 23 below. Out of Wapiskat, down at 6 below zero. We have some sub-zero temperatures heading our way as we take a look at our air mass battlecast. The warm air way down to the south, and it's this purple blob up here with the dark colors. That's the coldest Arctic air right there. Set it into motion. We'll have a little swing through on Friday. Then we warm back up for the weekend and into early next week with temperatures fairly nice. But by the middle of the week, cold air from Canada starts working its way down, and it's the real cold stuff, the Arctic stuff, that by Thursday starts to punch its way in. And before it gets here, it can bring some snow as well. We'll have more on that in a few moments. Right now, a look at your current conditions. It's quiet here as we look to the north. 17 degrees on the thermometer, feels like 5 with 18. Your current temperature at Moorheads Airport. 16 in Valley City, 18 for Detroit Lakes, and it's a 10-degree night in Roseau, with clouds pushing in from the north. A few showers of snow near Winnipeg as well showing up on the radar. And then down to the south, some snowy weather making its way into southwest portions of Missouri near Springfield. Severe weather earlier tonight, and it does continue in parts of Mississippi with severe thunderstorms and even some tornado warnings earlier in the night. South winds will continue this evening, but it's this deck of clouds with snow showers up to the north that will push southward as we go through the overnight. A few of our northern counties will have a shot at having some light snow showers first thing in the morning. This will be enough to maybe cause some areas of slippery roads, but it does not look heavy by any stretch of the imagination. Certainly a change there. Cooler weather up north, by the way, as that cold front sags southward. We'll start cloudy with temperatures in the teens here in the south. Then as we go through the afternoon, a chance for some snow showers in Fargo and Lakes Country, even into drive time for the evening. These showers of snow look like they could bring upwards of an inch in a few spots, so be aware of that. Allow some extra time for that drive home. Behind it, the cooler air starts punching in for Friday, sub-zero air for many up north. Here's a look first and foremost tomorrow in Fargo. It does look like we'll have a chance at some morning snow showers. Temperatures in the teens. Through the midday hour, that chance of snow might actually increase a little bit. We'll push 20 degrees for the afternoon high, and after that, we'll start our way down in temperatures and on our way to some mighty cold weather for your Friday morning. They'll have cold afternoon weather in Langdon tomorrow, 7 degrees, 23 in Detroit Lakes, a lot of 20s down in our southern counties. Here is a beautiful shot as we take a look at a snowmobile sunrise there. Beautiful shot. What a way to start the day. Kevin, thanks for sharing. Planning forecast. A couple of things to point out. There's that cold day on Friday. Temperatures falling in the afternoon from 8 down into the single digits. Below zero at times on Saturday morning, 22 your high temperature. Sunday looks pretty good. And in fact, the weekend closes out pretty quiet, and early next week the same. But we've highlighted Wednesday for you as models are indicating a chance for some significant and measurable snow here in the Northern Plains. Doesn't look like a direct strike to Fargo or Grand Forks. Neither of these two models show that, but what they do show is that we will certainly have shovelable snow potential with winds, and behind it, mighty cold Arctic air heading our way by Thursday and Friday of next week.
All right, thanks, Sutch.
You bet.